Blackburn Rovers as we head into the back end of the season. But of course, coming at you on Monday night is a bit of local pride on the line. Who's going to come out on top in the Battle of Lancashire? It'll be Preston, will it be Rovers? We'll take a little look next. Preview, looking forward to Blackburn Rovers' visit to Deepdale. That's right, it's the Nobbers, Preston North End. They are the hosts, we are the visitors, of course, over in the Championship, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe button, come back to all things Rovers related, Blackburn Rovers related, Blackburn Rovers related. That's right, of course, boys, we've got it all here under one roof. Looking forward to this game, of course, bit of local pride on the line, of course, last chance, and we've got 3 lives left. Not really, I've probably got, this is it, this is our final life. 4 playoffs, win this, we're still in the mix, of course, going into the final 2 games of the season, because if we lose, it's pretty much game over. 6 points the gap at the moment, 9 on the table, of course, with the game in hand right here, right now. So with this game, of course, back into the thick of things. If not, game over. Mowbray, pack your fucking bags. That's right. Anyway, let's get in the deep end, then shall we take a look at what we're on about? What am I on? No, that's not at Rovers, it's at Deepdale. Fix it, editor. Fix it quickly. Fix it now. There you go, boys and girls. There you bloody go. That's right. Preston North End up against Blackburn Rovers over at Deepdale. That's right. So let's take a look at the hosts. That's, of course, Preston North End. 23,404 on a good day at Deepdale. Ryan Lowe is the manager these days, of course. Alan Brown, according to my eyes, is El Capitano. Of course, the nearest match for them was Rovers, where we won, of course, back in the day over at Ewood Park. Bournemouth, the most distance they'll have to travel this season, of course, pretty much done and dusted now. Last season, 13th was their end of the season campaign. 33-1 at the start of the campaign to go promoted as champions. 18th was my prediction of course at the start of the season. We'll see where they are in just a little bit. Of course, take a look at, of course, their form heading into this. Not too shabby for Preston coming into this. As we look at the back, the last 4, just 1 defeat in the past 4. That was against Fulham. 3-0 it was over at Craven Cottage. Of course, they did actually go on a 3-game unbeaten run at the very least. Of course, over at Deep, up against wins over Blackpool, QPR, and draws against Millwall. Take a look at, of course, their stats then, shall we, heading into this game. Of course, Reece Atkinson is the main man with 17 goals this season. Archer's been absolutely revelation since he's arrived in January with 7 goals to his campaign. Of course, he'll be a lot of teams will be after him in the summer. Of course, he'll go back to Aston Villa on of course, at the end of the campaign. Johnson, of course, and Whiteman with 4 as well. Whiteman leads the charge with 12 yellows to his campaign. Johnson got 8, Hughes 7, and Van den Berg has also got 7. As for the Reds, Lindsay, Hughes, and Brune, that's right, with a red card as well. This is, of course, my expected starting lineup for Preston North End heading into this game. We've got Everson, who's been a revelation between the sticks. Of course, Hughes, Bauer, and Berg make up a back 3. Cunningham on the left-hand side, McCann on the right. We've got Johnson and Brown with, of course, Whiteman in the middle there, with Evans, I believe, up top, alongside Archer, who has, of course, been the recent goal-scoring machine as well. This is their resume heading out this game. Preston, of course, taking on Barnsley, and then Middlesbrough to wrap up the season for them. It's been an okay season. Of course, Ryan Lowe's come in, and I think next season is where it's all at for him, as he tries to instigate a full season in charge. But today they're going to be focused on these guys. That's right, Blackburn Rovers, of course, with Mowbray. Could he be into his final 3 games at Rovers, or will he be rewarded with a new contract? It could very well happen. Of course, Darren Lennon is the captain, and again, he could also be leaving at the end of the season. It could be an absolute change of dynamics at Ewood Park next season. Of course, Preston is the match right here, right now. Of course, looking forward to this one. Bournemouth still to come to Ewood, coming at you the next game as well. 15th last season, 10th was my prediction at the start of the campaign. I'm still hopeful that we can actually finish above 10th, and hopefully closer to 6th if we can do it in the end. The resume, though, looks absolutely atrocious. This is, of course, the bottle job masterclass. That is Tony Mowbray, of course. Look at it. Take a bloody picture. The last 6 games have been a train wreck for Rovers. Definitely the last 5 anyway. Losing to Reading, drawing with Coventry, drawing with Blackpool, losing to Peterborough, losing to Stoke. It's a shit show. It's a shit show of extremes there. And hopefully Rovers can figure out something to end the season. Because believe it or not, we don't deserve to be where we are. Of course, the form is bad. Very, very bad. Is relegation form heading into this. Of course, though, Diaz did score, of course, against Peterborough not too long ago. But, of course, didn't score against Stoke, though, into this one. Gallagher got 8, Cadger's got 5, and Don's got 5 as well. Buckaroo's got 13 yellows, Van Heck's got 12, Chav's got 10, and Lenihan has got 9. As for the Reds, we've got Lenihan, Nyambi, Adun, and Van Heck with red cards heading into this game. This is what it's not what I expect, it's what I hope. It's what I hope for Rovers going into this. A change of formation, a back 4, 4-2-3-1, and it's not going to happen. It's not going to be this way, but this is what I would like to see. We've got Kaminsky between sticks, Picker on the left-hand side, Lenihan coming on the right-hand side, Nyambi, he, in my eyes, may have played his last game. You just don't know. Wharton and Van Heck, of course, those three know each other. They're like brothers. They're like triplets, of course. Then we have Travis and Buckley in a defensive kind of a situation there. But, of course, Buckley with that creative vision as well. Got Dak starting. Again, it ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. Rothwell, Dolan and Diaz. It is, I think, your best players are on the pitch right here, right now. Gallagher, of course, has been good in the all-round version of the game here. Not necessarily going forward, but definitely as a team player, he's been doing it. But I think we need to be starting with the most attacking and most creative players on the pitch. We've got to hit them hard, hit them fast. We need to take the lead. We need to take the lead in this game. Otherwise, I think it could be a bit of a one-sided affair. I think we could get battered here. I think, honestly, we could get battered because the confidence is so low. But if you start on the front foot, as attacking, as creative as you can possibly be, then maybe we can actually get the lead in here and maybe hit them where it hurts and get away with it. Of course, Rovers will end the season with, of course, the Battle of the Bees. That's right. Bournemouth will be the visitors at Ewood Park. And, of course, Birmingham as well. We need to win this game, realistically, to stand a chance to keeping the dream alive all the way to the bitter end. Of course, let's take a look at the stats then, shall we? Of course, Rovers on the right-hand side, Preston on the left. Of course, Preston, of course, when in possession, 43% of the time. In the middle third, 29% going forward, 28% going back. Rovers, of course, on the front foot more often than they are on the back foot there. 30% going forward, 27% going back, 43% going forward in the defence, in midfield there, of course. When on the ball, of course, Preston prefer the left-hand side 41% of the time, 37% on the right, 22% down the middle. As for Rovers, 41% on the right-hand side, 35% down the left, and 24% down the middle, of course. Take a look at the shots then, shall we? Of course, Preston, 59% of all their shots in the 18-yard box, 35% long-range cookies, and, of course, 7% in the middle. Pretty much identical stuff there for Rovers. There's a missing percentage out there, I believe. Look at that for Rovers on the right-hand side. Of course, when you take a look at the shots itself, 66% of all the shots for Preston down the middle, 90% down the left, 50% down the right. Rovers, of course, preferring the left to the right, of course, when they look at the shots as well. Take a look, of course, the form then. Of course, Preston's home form up against Rovers' away form is pretty much opposites attract here, of course. Preston unbeaten in the last 5 games, picking up 3 wins and 2 draws. Rovers are on the flip side, on their travels, picking up 3 defeats and 1 draw over the last 5 or 6 games there. Absolutely shambolic stuff for Rovers as we try to end this. It's just been a train wreck. It's absolutely a train wreck. Of course, the 15 times they played Chelsea 2001, 6 wins apiece and 3 draws, of course. Just 1 defeat though in past 4 games to Preston right now, 42% form. Up against the Rovers side, of course, just 1 win at the last 6 and 33% form heading into this game. Our biggest win though over Preston was a 3-0 win. The biggest win the other way was a 4-1 win for Preston, of course. They've actually scored 22 goals compared to our 24 over the course of those 15 games. Works out around 1.60 goals game ratio for Rovers up against the 1.47 goals game ratio for Preston heading into this. Let's take a look at, of course, the last 6 then over at, of course, both at home and away. Of course, Rovers picking up 2 wins, Preston picking up 3 and 1 draw. So they do have a better recent record, but of course, Rovers coming to this on the back of the 1-0 win over Preston back at Ewood Park back in December. It was a 1-0 win back in the day there. Meanwhile, of course, it's been all right actually. Let's take a look at the last ones over at Deepdale. Of course, was a 3-0 win for Rovers last season. Of course, we've actually scored 5 goals in the last 2 games against them over at their own place, of course. But we do come into this on the back of that win. But prior to that, they won 3 on the bounce against us. And on average, we're seeing at least 3 goals a game between these 2 sides as well. So we'll see what happens this time around as well. So take a look at the stats then, shall we? Of course, both sides have played 43 times this season on average, picking up a goal a game, 11 shots per match as well, 2 yellow cards apiece as well. They, of course, got 5 corners, we do as well on average. We're better in the air, they're better on the ground. It's pretty much as you would expect for Rovers and Preston as well. As for, of course, their home versus our away, they pick up 13 shots at Deepdale. We pick up around about 10 shots on average on the road as well. Corners is around about the same as well. Again, better in the air, they're better on the ground. We do need a refreshing approach next season. We need it to change. Take a look at the goals then, shall we? Because Rovers have scored 53 times this season. Preston scored 44. They've scored 24 through open play, 13 set pieces, 2 counter-attacks, 3 penalties and 2 OGs. As for Rovers, of course, 33 of the goals they have scored have been through open play, 11 set pieces, 4 counter-attacks, 4 penalties and 1 OG as well. We have a conversion rate of 11%. They have a conversion rate of 9%. Goals conceded, though, they've conceded 50 compared to our 45. Conversion rate of 9% apiece as well. So take from that from what you will. Let's take a look at, shall we, of course, the characteristics, what we can expect, or what the who scored expect For me, this has been garbage for the past few weeks. So I'm not going to look into it too much. But anyway, they say Preston's strengths are shooting direct from free kicks, creating chances through individual skill, coming back from losing positions. Aerial duels is their strengths, protecting the lead and stealing the ball from the opposition. Their weaknesses, though, scoring chances, avoiding offside, avoiding fouling in dangerous areas, and defending set pieces and defending against through balls. Their style of play is attacking down the left, controlling the game and the opposition half, attempting through balls often and be very, very aggressive. Rovers, those strengths are counter-attacks, long shot opportunities, chances through individual skill, scoring chances, defending set pieces and aerial duels as well. Our weaknesses, again, keeping possession of the ball, avoiding offside, defending against skillful players, and defending against attacking bits and pieces. Our style of play down the right, long balls, a lot of long shots, aggressive, consists of us 11, and our opponents play aggressively against us. What their forecast is for this match: Preston will score from a result from a through ball. There'll be a high number of cards. Preston will steal the ball from the opposition, and Preston will be shown a high number of cards. This is the journey so far for Rovers and Preston. Of course, what a train wreck. It's been a steady journey. Of course, then we hit into gear around about match day number 17, 18. Of course, we were in tip-top form there, running all the way through into 2022. But then, of course, it all went completely south. And right now, we head into this game outside their players. As for Preston, of course, there's been a steady Eddie sort of season for them, and currently find themselves in 15th. I think there is still mathematically a chance for Preston to finish above us, and of course, a win here at Deepdale will go well into that fact to boost their chances of that. Take a look at the form then. It is Rovers. We're actually in pretty much relegation form for right now. 5 points out of possible 18. Preston, though, coming in, where are they? They're actually in 17th, so not greatest form for them either. Just 2 points better off than Rovers over the last 6 games. That's home and away. Let's take a look at the home form then. Of course, Preston currently find themselves in 7th, picking up 11 points out of possible 18. Of course, unbeaten in the last 5 games, pick up 3 wins and 2 draws. Up against the Rovers side in on their away form is pretty shitty down there, 23rd in the table. Just relegated Derby with worse away form at the moment than us. 4 defeats in the past 5 at grim times. Take a look at some of the other numbers there. Of course, Swansea are the best possession-based side, 60% possession for them. Fulham, Bournemouth, Sheffield United and QPR make up the top 5 there. As for the most aggressive, Blackburn Rovers lead the charge. Derby, Cardiff, Bournemouth and Middlesbrough, of course. Aerial duels, West Brom lead the charge there. Millwall, Blackburn Rovers, of course, in 3rd, with Forest and Cardiff not too far away either. Shots per game, Fulham, Coventry, West Brom, not Forest and Sheffield United lead the Power 5. And the pass accuracy, Swansea again running away with it. Fulham, Bournemouth, Sheffield United and QPR make up the Power 5 as well. Take a look at what's going on this weekend. Of course, the full fixture list has been much done already. Just this game with Rovers go to Deepdale to wrap up the clean sweep. It's a big results for Huddersfield, of course, secured a playoff spot at the very, very least. Meanwhile, of course, Blackpool took a point off Luton. Hull City big winners over Reading, of course, who are safe as houses. Sheffield United big win for them over Cardiff City to put them into 6th and cruising. Of course, QPR's playoff hopes are over. Stoke City with a 1-0 win there. Swansea 1, Middlesbrough 1, dented their hopes as well. West Brom with a 0-0 draw against Coventry. Birmingham with a 2-2 draw against Millwall, and Bournemouth against Fulham was also 1-1. Forest also big winners, and Bristol City also taking the 3 points as well. This is what the state of play looks like right now. A win for Rovers. We could actually go to 7th, of course, which would then put us 3 points adrift of Sheffield United, of course, with 2 games left to spare. Sheffield United do have a couple of sticky wickets coming up on the horizon. Of course, Preston are in 15th in a win for them. They could actually go as high as 12th, and of course, we'll end the season pretty much very much strong suit there as well. So Rovers need to get back to winning ways. We are pretty shit alongside Middlesbrough. Shitness, of course. And again, Middlesbrough do have a game in hand on the chasing pack, so of course they're still in the mix for playoffs at the time being. But Forest, Luton, Huddersfield, they're on the cusps of securing their spot as well. That one and only 6th spot still remains, and who knows. But for me, I just don't think it's going to happen. Mitrovic scores 41 goals so far. Solanke with 27. Diaz has got 21. Of course, breathing down next is Wyman and Pirot with 20 goals apiece as well. Adarabioyo there for Luton. Gayorquez, Johnson, Grant and Billy Sharp up there as well. As for the assists, Wilson leads the charge there. Swift, Wallace, Willock and Thomas to wrap it up. Here we go, though. Here is my prediction for this game. I want to say Rovers are going to win this game. I want to say Rovers will get something out of this game, but I can't say it at the moment because we're absolutely shit show again. And I think Preston will have the better of us this time over at Deepdale. They're playing good football right now. They've got their shit together. They made the bold move. Not only did Alex Neil leave Preston at the end of the campaign, they replaced it with Frankie McAvoy, which I don't know. I never thought that was going to work out anyway, but they've made a really good appointment here with Lowe coming in here. And I think they're going to be in good shape for them next season. I think they'll get the win here. And, of course, I think they'll end the season strongly. Of course, next season will be the real test of the metal. And I think they could finish top half if everything goes right behind the scenes. So, Preston North End in good hands. Rovers need to get their shit together as well. Make sure you smash the old thumbs up, smash your subscribe, check the links down below, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, also Patreon. But until then, boys, I'm going to go. Of course, we'll have a watch long for this game. Make sure you stick around for that one, of course, on Monday night. Of course, but until then, boys, I'll see you soon. Until then, be safe. Of course, dry your eyes. mate. That's for, of course, Blackburn Rovers fans, because we're going to be upset coming at you on Monday. But until then, boys, we're done right now.